We're taking you to the Patriots party that was held on February 27, 2021. Hundreds of freedom-loving patriots made the long drive up to Riley's farm in Yucaipa, California for the event. It hosted a number of passionate speakers and political candidates. Portions of their speeches are included, and the full speeches will be put up in later videos. Something's happening in America that's never happened in the history of this country. The election has come and gone, yet people across the country are still gathering together and rallying in support of the president that's no longer in office. This, of course, is driving leftists who want nothing more than to erase all memory of Donald Trump and to completely silence his voice crazy. Rather than attempting to silence a movement, they'd be better served if they took a look at why it's happening. America's Constitution begins with the words, "We the people." That is, the government works for the people. It's to represent the people of the United States, not the special interests. America is the first country to recognize and respect the rights of each individual citizen, regardless of race, creed, national origin, sex, personal beliefs, or disability. This is something that the Democratic Party as a whole and most Republicans have chosen to forget. In Donald Trump, the people believed that they found a man who by his actions showed that he was putting what was best for America and the American people first. Now the people are making it clear that we don't intend to give up what he stood for. Regardless of whether Trump runs for office again or not, the movement to save our country clearly isn't going to let up. For too long, Americans ignored it while our rights were being erased just bit by bit. Then in 2020, the powers that be overstepped their bounds too much. It became too obvious that everything that we hold dear was threatened. The people have united. We're saying we love our country and the principles that it was founded on. We value our rights and our heritage. We're demanding honesty and integrity from those in public offices. We're demanding those in office remember that they work for us, and we're working to remove those that don't. The sleeping giant has been awakened, and it won't rest until America is once again the land of the free.
How y'all doing today?
We're great.
That's right. Because guess what? No matter what's going on out there in the world, we have each other. All you got to do is look around, and you know we're going to be all right. You guys are my family. Because some of us, by making the choice to be here, we've lost friends. We've lost family. You know, this, what do they call it, cancel culture? Oh, you talking about Donald J. Trump? I can't talk, you're not welcome to Thanksgiving no more. That's real. So we gotta start fellowshipping with each other because we're all we have.
It's gone on too far, too long, and too wide. We have businesses that have gone out of business, over 100,000 businesses that are not going to return back to California because of the over-regulations. This is people's families, this is their livelihood. This is also what provides taxes for the government to put up their programs that they want to put up with.
Well, here's the problem, is we didn't get here in 2020. We got here over the last 40 years of people doing nothing. And as a preacher, I preach all around the world. I've been a preacher for 20 years. I can tell you that a majority of the people that did nothing were all the cowards behind the pulpits. All the cowards behind the pulpits, all the cowards in the government, all the cowards that are afraid to speak what's really on their mind. And also, let me just add to it, all the cowards today that are afraid to say what they really want to say because they're afraid of the government, They're afraid of being canceled. They're afraid of popular opinion. And when they strip your religious liberties from you, what's next? They're coming for everything.
All right, come on.
So now I'm gonna tell you something that's really cool. I'm standing here looking at almost a sea of predominantly white people on a stage that I'm not being auctioned off on. You can't tell me how far this country hasn't come. The fact that you're allowing me to talk about how amazing this country is, and you're laughing like, man, I like that Patriot. But when we leave from here, I challenge every person in this crowd to sign up at least 100 new registered voters this year.
I'm saying this so you guys can understand something very fundamental. The impossible is not impossible. It's just improbable in our minds. Because the impossible, they said that we couldn't recall Gavin Newsom. Where are we at? What, 2 million? Almost 2 million now? These states are looking at California like, what the heck is going on with California? We are setting the example. We are leading the country.
That's, but see, you gotta love what we got going on. A bunch of patriots. I don't know. Do you see anything on fire right now? No. Are we BLM? No. Are we Antifa? No. Or are we patriots? Yes, indeed. See, that's what I love about the right side of history. We know how to come together in such a fashion and be able to make a statement in a peaceful manner and represent our country in a respectful manner and treat our country with the respect that it deserves, unlike the current administration. Unlike our own governor, as a matter of fact. Yeah. That guy, rules for thee, but not for me, that's him. Yeah. But you know what? He's on his way out. Yeah. He's on his way out. He's done. Because it's people like us that rise to the task, that make sure that people like him get gone.
I left the rally at 4 p.m. People were still coming up the dirt road to the farm as I departed. It kept growing in size until late into the evening. Be sure to follow the links in the text to the accompanying article. In the current political climate, there are things that we can no longer discuss or mention. This requires me to edit some things out of the speeches. I'll be telling you where you can find the full, unedited versions in the articles. Also be sure to follow the link to sign up for our email list so that we can provide you with information that we might not otherwise be able to communicate.